Leo, hello. Welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your monthly reading for November 2025. As the sticky notes say, we're going to take a look at what you should be letting go heading into this month, what you should be embracing, the theme of this month, and then the last card, which we're going to keep flipped over until the end, is any final thoughts that Spirit has for you, okay? So let's go ahead. The cards have been pre-shuffled, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle them just a couple more times as we ask Spirit what November has in store for Leo, please. Thank you. All right, let go, judgment. I feel like, is that literal? Judging others, judging yourself. A path that maybe sounds good but isn't yours, or focusing too much on your path, okay? Meaning like you're not enjoying the moment or you're not enjoying the journey. You're just so focused on getting to the end goal, right? Embrace Ace of Pentacles, opportunities that the universe is providing you. I wonder if this is false judgment here. I wonder if you're being too critical of yourself here, or too hyper-focused that you're not seeing that maybe the universe is trying to send you in a different direction, right? A better direction that's for you. Magician in the shadow with that 9 of Pentacles here and the 3 of Swords. I wonder if you're trying to force a direction that isn't right for you, Leo, in some way or another. Queen of Pentacles here, the theme as you head into November is that Queen of Pentacles, trusting yourself, nurturing yourself, being gentle, but still showing up for yourself in a way that keeps you accountable, right? But kind of gentle accountability. This idea of accepting yourself and others as they are, and not as they could be or as we would like them to be. Same for ourselves, right? Accepting people and kind of accepting where we are on our path, but knowing where we want to go, and kind of holding grace for both aspects of that. Okay. But again, take it as it resonates. But that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for Leo. Can you clarify that judgment for Leo, please? Clarify that judgment for Leo. Clarify that judgment for Leo, please. Okay. Clarify that Ace of Pentacles for Leo, please. Clarify that Ace of Pentacles for Leo, please. And, oh, sorry about that. All right, let's get clarification on the Queen of Pentacles. Show me that Queen of Pentacles for Leo, please. Show me that Queen of Pentacles for Leo, please. Okay. So Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. Six of Swords and the Hermit in reverse. Interesting here. All right, so we're going to talk on judgment here in terms of the let go position first. Yeah, we'll do this instead. At least for that one anyway. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, along with the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Wands on its side here. So, I'm wondering if you're already in process, or you already kind of recognize that you need to let go of that which is not serving you. Because it seems like these energies are already kind of releasing, or you already kind of are at a point of understanding that you need to let go, which is interesting, right? So it's almost like we're speaking on this, but there's already an understanding of, I need to let go of some sort of foundational item here. So it could be, a career path, it could be a person, it could be a scenario, it could be an idea of where you saw your life going, and you're kind of realizing that it's no longer for you, right? Yeah, so I feel like you're already kind of in process of realizing that you need to kind of address your house a little bit, address your priorities, address where your energy is and who or what is taking so much of that, and is it still worthwhile? I think you have the answer. And perhaps you're just trying not to see it, Leo. Okay. In terms of embrace here, with that Ace of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Star. Yeah, taking stock, right? With that Seven of Pentacles here. Facts, not feelings, very much so. This idea of where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? What is your ultimate end goal? Has your star changed? For some of you, it might have. And for some of you, it's allowing yourself to embrace the fact that your star has changed. Your star can change, right? Who you want to be, where you want to go, is not finite. Right? It can change at any kind of given time, just as we change, right? So this Ace of Pentacles here, it's almost like the universe is giving you the gift of analysis, or it has given you an opportunity that has made you kind of stop and think, stop and assess, is your star really your star, or have you found something else that speaks more to you and more to what you want out of this life, right? The King of Cups showing up in the center there. Yeah, it's just about being open and honest with yourself, right? Having that honest communication, holding yourself emotionally accountable. And, maybe you have been too harsh on others because you have been too harsh on yourself, or not wanting to admit the truth to yourself in terms of something is not working, right? And perhaps something hasn't been working for some time, and the universe is coming through and saying, okay, embrace this opportunity as what it is, an opportunity to figure out what your star is, and if this star is truly meant for you. And if it is, great, how do we achieve that? And if it's not, here's an opportunity to pursue something else, right? The Five of Cups also in the shadow here for your clarifiers, along with that Queen of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it just feels like you're not, that there's some sort of aspect here that is not moving in the direction that you wanted it to go. You're not showing up in the way that you want to, or that you like. And it feels like maybe there's some performance anxiety here. You're not as prepared as you thought you were, or the door kind of slams in your face and you feel humiliated, or there's a perception of that. Okay, Leo, take it as it resonates here, but either way, it's just kind of knocked you back and perhaps sucker punched you a little bit to where you're kind of like, okay, let's really think on this here. The theme we have with that Queen of Pentacles, just one moment. Sorry about that, Leo. The dog is restless and she rules the roost, so we got to make sure she's good. Coming back into this here with that Queen of Pentacles as that theme, knowing yourself, trusting yourself, but also this idea of gentle, just like accountability, right? Taking things as they are, and knowing what kind of needs to be done here. Having her, the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Hermit in the reverse here. Yeah, it just definitely, and again, just given the amount of major arcana here, it does feel like this is a pivotal month for you, Leo, and that are you really headed in the direction that you want to be going? Right? And perhaps you're being taken to a place where you have no idea what's next or what's headed, so you can't really even comprehend that. But I just wonder, are you drifting into a place that's not meant for you to go? Because you're not... Because you're trying to make like a round peg fit into a square hole. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like you're trying to force something that's not working, and the universe is giving you an opportunity to fix that and figure that all out. But it feels like you're kind of really, being stubborn and saying, I'm not showing up in the way I want to, but I'm going to make it fit. I'm going to make it fit kind of idea. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles as the clarifier for the let go, right? You need to free yourself up for some new opportunity here, right? The universe is saying here, like, there is an opportunity for you. There is a new opportunity for you, a new beginning for you, meant for you, Leo. Almost like quit bobbing around and get ready to prepare for this opportunity that's coming your way, that's going to align you closer to where you want to be. Final thoughts for the Ace of Pentacles. Final thoughts for that Ace of Pentacles, please. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. What possibility does this ace have, right? To take you in a new direction that you can direct your energy to, that gets you fired up and ready to go the distance for this in this new way, right? Uncharted territory. So maybe a move for some of you. Maybe a move is in order and you're kind of pushing against this. No, this isn't practical. No, this isn't, this isn't what's meant for me. It could be something like that. It could be, changing direction completely. Perhaps you've always been, perhaps you're in school and you're doing science or doing science, but, or engineering or something that requires very methodical thinking, right? And you want to dive into uncharted territory, taking fine art history or something like that, where it's a little bit more creative, more interpretive, right? Not everything is black and white here. But what I'm seeing is uncharted territory here. And there's a contentment that's associated with going off grid, going off track, off the beaten path. Okay. Again, take it as it resonates, but Spirit is really saying here, blaze your own path. This is your life. This is your moment here. This is your journey. Blaze your own path, right? It's your star. Don't let anything or anyone or any pressures try to sway you otherwise, right? There's a reason you're not showing up in society the way that you want to. There's a reason there's some fear or guilt or grief or, kind of anything kind of associated with that, right? And we have to get to the bottom of that. Let's clarify final thoughts on that Queen of Pentacles, please. Five of Swords. Yeah, conflict, the Tower. Change and disruption, right? So Five of Swords here, confronting ourselves. Looking ourselves dead on and having that honest conversation, but in grace, right? Being gentle, the cat of grace. Five of Swords. Yeah, confrontation and going through those kind of muddied waters in order to figure out what is best for us. Right, Leo? Let's go ahead and flip this card over. Knight of Pentacles. Where do you see yourself? What is the best path forward for you before you can move your knight, right? Knights take months, seasons, time ticks the slowest for the Pentacles, right? And it just feels like this is about, the long haul, not what's going to work right now, not what's going to work, a couple years from now even, but what is for the long haul, what's best for you, right? And the Tower is coming through here. There, I would say definitely expect some kind of change and disruption to happen here, some inner conflict that might be kind of duplicated in your physical realm as well, but definitely this idea of going off the path, right? Interesting. Yeah, it's your life, Leo. You know what I mean? It's your life, and you can get hung up on what is expected or what you think, like societal pressures or things like that, right? But it's ultimately what makes you happy. And for whatever reason here, I just keep going back to this, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Swords here. There's some sort of, you're not happy. There's something happened here that just really kind of has staying power with you. And I don't know if it re-traumatizes you when you think about it. It's cringeworthy, but it's kind of like you've been acting from a space of, I never want that to happen again. But maybe you have to kind of maneuver through that space in order to get where you're going. Clover, release your guilt. Yeah, it could be that as well, right? Release your guilt. Maybe you have to speak with somebody that you wronged previously, or you feel, it didn't end well, right? Or release your guilt for yourself. Anything else here for Leo? Anything else for Leo? potion. Remember to practice self-love. Yeah, for sure. And again, kind of similar to Aries here, more gentle messages in terms of nurturing and gentle accountability here. You know, I feel the panic, right? And it's subtle. Like it's a gentle hum of panic that exists in your reading. And no, I don't want them to know. Oh, I don't want them to find out. Oh, I don't want to, right? That kind of, oh, I don't want to see that person, whatever that is, right? And you kind of have to confront yourself and kind of confront that conflict that's going on, and kind of really determine, is it going to set you off track? You know, and is it going to force you to change your star, what you want, right? Interesting. That's what I have for you, Leo. Um, just be gentle with yourself, and it's whichever way you end up going, which is the right path forward for you. It's just a matter of sitting with that and honoring that for yourself. Right? Leo, this is what I have for you for the month of November. I really hope this resonates. Please put it in the comments here. What it is that you're kind of combating here. What opportunity is kind of forcing you to take a second look. I'm so curious. I wish you all the best this month and always. And you take care, Leo. We'll see you next time, okay?